Neighbors.
Gamers. Ugh. Oh, it's another scorcher today. Another one of those. I can't even take one of my iconic midday naps because, dear God, it is so fucking hot. Open well rested? Not really. But you know, I'm on the I just ruined my sleep schedule, so time to fix it again, grind. See, all I gotta do is now that it's at the point where I'm going to bed at like 8 or 9 a.m. All I need to do is just stay up for that long. And then tomorrow, once I get paid, I will go to the store. I will walk half an hour both ways to the grocery store to do some shopping. And then that will exhaust me so much because I'll walk an entire mile just to go shopping. And then I'll get home. And then I'll have to stream. I'll have to stream Dark Souls 3. And then by the time it's 7 o'clock, it's 7 p.m. And I am exhausted beyond the point of comprehension. And then I will allow myself to finally pass out. It is what must be done for the good of all humanity. Locked in place was illegal in America. Where's my car? Dude, where's my car? Where's my car, dude? Dude, where's my car? Yeah, man, indeed. Fuck it. I finished this. I finished it. It is up on the workshop now. You can go and vote for it. Thank you. Very stinky and smelly. Here, let me post the link to it in chat. There you go. Go vote for it. Go vote for it and tell me how stinky and smelly it is. Also, why is there an error communicating with the Steam network? Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, right. This is why I don't stream on Tuesday. Oh. Right. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Workshop review. But I can't even look at the workshop. I can't even see my own dang Steam profile. Tuesday is when Steam goes through maintenance. Oh, Jesus. How long does this last? Man, it was fun like 2 seconds ago. 10, 20 minutes? That's too long. Oh, I need it fixed now. Oh, what the fuck? Tier list. Also, I'm not doing a cooking stream when my fucking mother is living here. I'm not gonna do that. I don't need her just sticking her nose in everything. It's just kill me. Summer update map tier list? I don't even know, man. Like, I still feel like I've barely even played them. All I know is that Megaton sucks because it's too snipery. Previews of upcoming videos. The only thing I really have for upcoming videos is my sponsor segment for the Doom Eternal on Maker Bad Weapon Academy, and obviously that's a sponsor segment, so even though I do enjoy what I've made with it, I'm not really gonna share that just because of like, reasons. I don't know how much the War Thunder people would appreciate that. Doom 64 footage for the Unmaker? No, because I don't even own Doom 64, unfortunately. So, I don't really know what I'm comparing it to in terms of like the old Unmaker. That's not really that's not really my concern in terms of the video. It's like just how does it function now in Doom Eternal as opposed to how it functioned back then in 64? And the answer is not amazing. The answer is not amazing for all the effort it takes. Ah, mic die out. They shouldn't have. A lot of maps prioritize having a unique look slash gimmick rather than being functional. I kind of agree with that. That's sort of what I feel about Megaton is that like just the patch notes say it all, how their biggest priority is just like, oh hey, we got to make sure that the bomb kills everyone at the end because that's like the funny gimmick for the map. It doesn't matter that the map is basically unplayable if there's a good sniper on the enemy team. What matters is that everyone dies when the bomb goes off. Usually blue looks like ass, but I actually like it. Well, I made this one with blue in mind first, so hopefully it looks good. The red team's color was kind of an afterthought. Like I originally had I had this as red. I actually wonder, do I have the original red file I used? I don't know if I do. I might have saved over it. Like Megaton, I'm sure is fine as long as there just isn't a really good sniper on the enemy team or a sniper of any competence whatsoever, because it's just like literally the entire map is a sight line. It's such bullshit. I hate how long Photoshop takes to fucking boot up. That's on the whole bring back quick play thing. I think it's kind of reductive. Like, why bring back quick play when you can improve casual? Like, just give casual quick plays old functionalities, and then people will like hear that statement and say, "Oh, so you mean quick play?" It's just like, no, fucking stupid ass. Like, okay, let's say hypothetically we bring back like just complete reversion of quick play. Complete reversion back to what we used to have. Oh, but we also add in all of the functionalities of casual that are actually like really good and that people like. So would I then just say, "Oh, so casual?" No. Fucking retard. Fucking stupid ass. At a certain point, like if you're just asking for specific functionalities, all you're asking for is a name change. Like who like I never liked quick play. I was around for it. I never liked it. Did not care for it. Okay, my I can at least look at my Steam profile again. I always connected to games through the server browser. Casual tries too hard to be competitive. I don't even necessarily agree with that. I just think that like a lot of the systems in play in casual are flawed and could be fixed with like certain old quick play functionalities, like just yeah, like don't restart the server when voting for the same map. Let people connect to Valve servers through the fucking server browser again. Like I feel like this add vote scramble back. Just those three things would really do a lot to massively improve casual to the point where you don't need to go back to quick play. If you honestly think that being able to like connect to Valve servers through the server browser and I don't know, fucking have votes scramble are completely incompatible with the casual system, you're an imbecile. I'm sorry, you're just fucking stupid. Best of three round limit is bad though. I don't disagree with that. However, I think that like if you could just vote for the same map again and it didn't restart the entire server and go through the whole rigmarole shit, then it's just like, oh, that's not so bad at all because it's just gonna like scramble the teams in the next round and then you're good to go. That's basically the same thing as like how it used to be. It's the same as how it used to be while giving the people the option, like, switch maps if it's just like, I don't feel like playing on Harvest again or whatever shit. Yeah, I feel like people always vote for the same map anyway. That's usually what happens at the end of a casual match. Yeah, Steam's going through maintenance right now, so it's just we're waiting on that shit. Like I think initially when casual mode launched, it was basically like a little diet competitive mode. Like, oh, you can't leave the server without having some kind of penalty. Payload matches are on stopwatch mode. And it's just like those are all mistakes that they walked back on. And we're just like, ah, you know what? No, we're gonna change this back. Yeah, I also think that people look back at quick play too fondly. Like, I completely recognize that casual is a flawed system and could absolutely do with improving. I also think that like it is just I prefer it to quick play to be perfectly honest. I never ever liked quick play. I didn't like casual for the first I don't know year or two of its existence, but ever since they like fixed it in Jungle Inferno and Blue Moon, it's just like, oh, this is way better. This is like actually a good system now, and I can like, oh, I can queue for a game while I'm in a community server or something. I can queue for a game while I'm looking through my items or crafting something or like, doing this and that. It's just like I can form a party with my friends. Not that I ever do that, but I like people who do play with their friends have gotta fucking love that shit compared to quick play, where it's just like, oh, I gotta invite you to the server again. Hold on. So you're gonna add custom ping settings. You're gonna add all this shit regarding parties and friend invites. You're gonna add, I don't know, queuing to matches in the middle of going through your inventory and all that shit, or while you're in a community server, or while you want to play MVM or competitive or what the fuck ever. You're gonna add all of that back to quick play, but if you just add like three fucking settings to casual mode, it's just like, oh, what you want is quick play. Which of those sounds like the easier thing? Most of the like most of the things that like were advantages that quick play had, like ad hoc connections, fucking vote scramble. Those are just like flags you can set to true. The biggest major change you would need to make is just like making it so that if you vote for the same map, then it just doesn't reset the entire server. That is the biggest thing you would need to change. I really think that reverting back the entire system to quick play is just like it's so misguided. And I really don't think it's a surprise that like Zesty is one of the biggest um spokespeople for this quote unquote movement. Because it's just like obviously he fucking hated Meet Your Match. Which hey, everyone hated Meet Your Match. It's been a while. Casual's a lot better since then. It's not a big deal anymore. Wasn't the restart necessary to avoid TF2 becoming a mess? I mean, it depends. I think if you leave a server running for like 48 hours, no, it's not even that long. It's like hundreds and hundreds of hours. Then TF2 would become a mess. I think Shonik made a video about that. So I'm gonna restart TF2 and see if that ends up reconnecting me. Like, Meet Your Match was the evil comp update. Seems very loud. Meet Your Match was the evil comp update and it added casual. Therefore, we need to completely revert that. Well, I'm not level 1, but... There we go. There we go. So yeah, I find the whole quick play situation to be just kind of dumb and misguided. I don't really care for it. Like, Squim Jim, he made his video talking about quick play that we watched on stream and how it really, really wasn't all that great. And how the quick play system just kind of encouraged community servers to become like these really shady, shitty fucking sometimes pay to win garbage with all these ads that scream at you. And then people act like, oh no, it was casual that killed community servers. No, fucking quick play gave you the option to only connect to Valve servers. It was quick play that did that first. And then casual was just like, okay, we're only going to put you in Valve servers now. Sorry, I was getting pictures of my war paint again. So everything is saccharine striped. So casual did not kill community servers. Because quick play was already like starting to pull the trigger there by just making it so that you had the option to not even connect to them at all, which a lot of people would be like, oh hell yeah, no ads, no anything like that, I could just play Team Fortress 2. Finished Avatar a couple nights ago. Goddamn, what a masterpiece. 30 seemed to great job at wrapping up the story, talking about the impact of the war and the past of the characters. Yeah. Okay, good. Look forward to continuation on the Avatar rants. Yes. I will get to that. I have so much work to do. I need to go through all my Doom footage. Hopefully I have enough. Oh. I thought that was the guy disguised as a heavy, but we have a lot of heavies on payload. This fucking scout is... Yeah, like in his video, Squim Jim was just like, oh, the community killed itself. Because it was just... fucking awful. There was a very long period of time where playing on community servers was just like... fucking terrible. It just sucked. Ow. Oh. Okay, we're good. Yeah, like, a lot of the issues that people have with Uncle Topia, like the fucking tryhards and, like, playing the same maps over and over again, those are not Uncle Topia exclusive issues. Those are just, like, that's just a community server thing. That's what it's like. The biggest difference is that, like, Uncle Topia is one of the most populated community servers, and it has, like, you know, a big YouTuber backing it, so a lot of people have their eyes on it. Trust me, this is not, like, a new thing. It's not a competitive thing. Community servers have always had, like, these regulars on them that are absolute freaks who just dominate everything. And who play on the same maps. I used to play on this one community server that was just like... we always played on this map called Roof Time. And there were always the fucking sweaty-ass tryhards who were playing, like, Reserve Shooter Pyro. There was their ridiculous sniper main named, like, Pork Bun. And he was just... like, he played and you couldn't play the game anymore. Like, it was over. It's over. This is not a new thing. This is not, like, a competitive thing. This is not a meet your match thing. This is what it was just like. So people who are like, Uncle Topia is too competitive because, I don't know, it has, like, class limits or something. Like, no, you're completely wrong. I'm sorry. That is just how community servers are. In part because, like, there's just... there's more of this... barrier for entry for community servers compared to Valve servers. Like, back when Star made his video on quickplay, the stigma was just like, oh no, only noobs play on Valve servers because, you know, like, you know, that's where all the fucking new players go into. Which kind of tells you, oh hey, maybe all the really good players are playing on community servers. Nothing has changed. It's all the same. Unless your idea of community servers is just like 24/7 2-for or trade servers. Like, yeah, when it comes to people just playing the game. Yeah, a lot of them were tryhards on community servers. Why would you think that's safe? I did see that they're experimenting with minecarts in Minecraft, their speed. I think that's a good thing. Man, this medic does not like me. Yeah, just straight up let me die to Afterburn there. That's really cool. Got a frog recently? Hell yeah. Everybody loves frogs. How bot's been? Gone. Gone for a while now. Uncle Tope is like the only community server that's always populated. And honestly, I think one of the reasons for that is that it is, like, for all the differences that people blow the fuck up and pretend like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever, and this just makes it like, this is basically competitive. Like, it's basically 3 fucking settings. It is, like, a series of servers that, like, is as close to the casual experience as possible. Oh my fucking god, piss off. Okay, can we be done with the fucking backstabbing bullshit right outside of spawn, please? Thank you. Okay, cool. We're good? Yeah, it's casual without the bullshit. Nobody likes class stacks. Unless it's something funny, which it never is. It is always going to be a stack of heavies or a stack of snipers or some shit like... It's never going to be revolver spies. It just isn't. I'm sorry. I cannot be convinced that anyone actually fucking likes random shotgun bloom. You cannot convince me that anyone actively enjoys this mechanic. And random crits I know are like 50-50, but 50 of them are wrong. No, but the Nerf Scouts and casual... And you know what? You know what else? It's more realistic. You know, it's more realistic, isn't it? I mean, don't you guys play TF2 and video games in general for realism instead of gameplay, instead of fun? Right, like, aren't you guys PlayStation fans and all you care about is how much your game looks like a movie? And plays like a movie? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, like... whatever issues people end up having with fucking... like, fixed bloom, it just seems to be, like, with how intense the spread is, rather than, oh, hey, I have an inherent issue with fixed spread as a mechanic. It should be random. Like, no, you either want it to be, like, you know, tighter or wider. If you think that fixed bloom on Scout would be too powerful, then I don't know. Nerf Scout's fucking... just nerf how much bloom he has. You know? Don't make it random. That's retarded. That's the same fucking shit that with the Ambassador. Nerf its effective range. Don't just make it random. We all remember the proposed change for the Ambassador. That it was going to have random spread on every single shot. And that would effectively reduce its range. And everyone was just like, hey, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid. Do literally anything else. That is like the worst choice you could make. Man, these people really like walking into grenades. Ah, that's where it is. Ugh. Yeah, like, if realism is what you want for your fucking shotguns, then they should behave 100% differently. Ah. Yeah, shotguns should be lethal 100% of the time at basically mid-range. And also, they should do critical damage on headshots. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't you like that? Don't you want Scout to be the sniper? Doesn't that sound like fun? It's more realistic. That pyro's gonna flog in. Here he comes. No? Okay, I guess not. Oh. Oh, tell me I got it at least. Nope, 35 health. Sad. I'm getting realism and immersion mixed up. No, 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 no. The argument made in favor of Shotgun Bloom is that it is more realistic. If all you want is immersion, then just make the Shotgun Bloom purely cosmetic. Like, the actual fucking hit scan rays are a fixed bloom pattern, but visually it looks random. Nope. Bullet spread disable looks stupid on walls, that's all. And you know what? I agree with that. It does look dumb. Does that mean that, like, the gameplay needs to be inconsistent? No! I don't think that at all. Bullet spread has no impact on gameplay? Use the Frontier Justice and tell me that. Shotgun Bloom 100% has an impact on gameplay. Also, when I say bullet spread, I'm talking specifically about Shotgun Bloom. I'm not talking about, like, automatic fire weapons, because those are completely different. There is no good argument for keeping Shotgun Bloom, aside from, like, general aesthetics, and even then, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard to make it so that, like, visually speaking, the Shotgun Bloom is random, while in terms of actual gameplay, it is fixed. Damn. No, I don't think you should remove bullet spread from the automatic weapons. Anyways. They always need to think about it a little bit first before they actually bother to heal me. It's just like, do I wanna? I don't know. They have a lot of pyros, dude. Also, what the fuck was with my mouse? Yep, hair in my mouse. Thought so. Yeah, no, Shotgun Bloom does not limit range. It makes it random. It makes it random. Random. That means sometimes it's better and sometimes it's worse. Random.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Damn. Of course. Well, at least I was trying. Like, there is already a factor in play that makes it so that, like...
Gecko Gamer donated $3.34. What is your favorite logger stat?
Lager stat? Is that... That's some kind of beer thing, right? Oh, good. Everyone on our team left. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't really drink beer. I don't drink in general. That's on fans pocketing me. I generally don't like it. I don't want to be the guy who just, like, stomps a server because I have a pocket medic shoved up my ass. I don't enjoy that. But yeah, there's natural bloom in place for shotguns. Those limit the range. You don't need a random spread on top of that. Oh, a site with extremely well-preserved fossils. Ah. Well, I don't know about that. So you'll have to forgive me. Oh, man. I should have eaten. And I'll go... Woo, Juba! That was a crit stick. Aw. There was a heavy there. Bah, 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 bah. Oh, Jesus. Well, at least I got the heavy. I'll take that. I think that, like, revolver spread could be improved, but I think that it's just, like, constantly hammering it would be... Like, I feel like that should be made at least somewhat, impractical. That was so upsetting and disappointing in so many ways. Oh, the Burgess Shale. Oh, okay, I know the Burgess. Yeah, that's like where all the Cambrian explosion fossils come from. I'm sorry, I didn't reflect that one. I mean, I didn't reflect any of those, but... Aw, if I hit that, that would have been cool. Ow. I think I saved your ass from a double donk. Ah, he strafed way too late. Also, he still went for me. Ah. Quick little flare punch there. Didn't kill him, but didn't need to. Damn. Yeah, I feel like the revolver should be like it should have spread for the same reason as like medic syringe guns not being amazing self-defense options. Like the revolver should be as good as it needs to be. Oh, wait, no, this is C. Wee. Ah, damn. Ah, but I actually pulled that off. Oh, I know that the revolver is fun to use, but it should like. I guess what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't be encouraging people to go full gun spy the way you shouldn't be encouraging people to go full battle medic, even if, you know, gun spy is really fun and arguably still a more consistent way to play spy. But hey, you're not gonna do anything about that with TF2's melee registration and backstab registration being what it is. Everyone's using the damn shotgun. I agree that Gunspy is not on the same level as a battle medic, which is why, like, I don't think that the revolver should be or is in its current state as punishing as the needle guns. But they shouldn't be, like, amazing options, you know what I mean? Damn it all. Okay, I'm scared. Yep. Like, yeah, obviously a good spy is going to use the revolver when the situation calls for it and the knife when the situation calls for it. But, like, you shouldn't be... I feel like the revolver shouldn't be the best in every situation, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting at here. Here we go. If only I had a detonator. No, we're good. Ow. I am gonna die now? Does the ambassador also need to be nerfed? Well, the ambassador already has a slower firing rate and less damage. So, like, if you do just hammer it down, it's always going to be worse than the stock revolver. So, no, that's not really an issue. I'm not saying that Spy's, like, revolver damage needs to be made worse. I'm just saying that, like, I think the fact that it has, like, bullet spread is not a bad thing. Oh my god. I literally can't do anything. This guy is very annoying with the loose cannon. That's what server I'm playing on, fuckface. Anyways. Shit! Ah. Would've got him. Would've got him. But Enforcer slower than Ambi, though? They have the same fire rate, as far as I'm aware. It's just that I think the, well, the Ambassador encourages you to fire slower on your own. Like, I feel like you're not... Are they all using loose cannon? What is the fucking deal? I feel like you're not just holding down the fire button as often with the Ambassador as you are with the Enforcer. So that's probably what ends up making it feel like that. They all turned towards me like they were bots. Did you see that shit? Like, that was instantaneous. Oh, get shit on. Alright, get on that point. Hello, NSC.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Actually, come to think of it, do I have... I do not have Harp selected. Why the hell not? I should. I like Harp. Harp is fun. Good news. I like the sound of good news.
30 seconds.
It all has no Bioshock reference. I mean, like, this is... This is Rapture, right? Like, come on.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5,
Just shoot the glass with a rocket and kill everyone. Just drown everyone. Oh, what? Oh, that's... I've never been angrier at Afterburn. I've also never been more annoyed at the loose cannon. Ah!
Alert. Our last control point is being captured. Alert. The final control point is being contested.
Man, they're going straight for last. I mean, kind of. University has requested my photography work to use for a new campus that's opening in the city. Nice. Oh my god. Okay, fucking anyways. Why would you shotgun me when you have the Dragon's Fury? I mean, maybe he just didn't have much health, so he thought a crit would be his best shot or something. Moon photography. The moon. Man! Depresso espresso, man. Those chickens are up to something. Aha! No sniping for you. I'm on a diet. Also, they're our last. We should probably stop them.
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
And these chickens are up to something. Oh my god. Yeah, no more fun allowed with the loose cannon, huh? Just fucking sticky spam. Yeah, these guys are all up in our business. Okay, cool. He's dead.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you didn't expect me to combo you, did you, Pyro? Ah, that was nice. Okay, we're good. Oof. These guys are deader than dead guys.
Ends in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was a massacre, wasn't it? It was good. Whoa, hi there. I don't know what happened to my mouse there. It got, like, stuck. I didn't make the scoreboard. Oh, well. I did good. I did good. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh. Deserves scoreboard appearance, but I didn't even make it. What? Can this shit get off my screen? Thank you. Ah. Uh. Oh.
In 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
Come on.
1.
So I don't want to play with the. Oh. I'll play with the backscatter, certainly. Yeah, whatever.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Right. Thought I was switching to my rap assassin there. It's the Phantom War. Hi there. I'm dead. Hi. Oop. Backing up. They'll never expect me to do the same thing again. Don't. Okay, I'm bored. I shouldn't have gotten bored. He would have fallen for it.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Andrew, your new Vegas video was great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is being contested.
Okay. Goddamn. What? Ow. 27 months of a dedicated furry, maybe a little less as a Discord mod for the fandom. I've reached the character limit. I mean, you did say 27 months 4 times, so that might have taken it up. Whoa. Don't take that, don't take that, don't take that. That's mine. Hit someone. I think it was the pyro. Worth so he doesn't get the flog off. I'll take it. Any dedicated series plan after New Vegas as X class? Well, I'm probably going to do 3 and 4 as the classes. But I also want to do New Vegas as different, like, characters or with different stipulations. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Weapon Reskins and TF2 for the heal. Okay, you know what? You're flare gun flog, so that's at least a little bit respectable. Good job. Ow. Like the permadeath runs? Like that, and also just like some other challenge runs. New Vegas without perks. I mean, like, that would pretty much be without leveling up at all. And I'm not sure how possible that is. Oh, Jesus. I suck so bad. Another quick scopes bad debate. Man! At a certain point, Shaker, you gotta stop engaging in these debates on Discord. Oh, jeez. Well, Med's bleeding. No, I'm stupid. Oh, Jesus. Ah. It wasn't even the direct hit guy that was giving me trouble. It was all the people around him. Son of a bitch. Oh, that would have been cool if I hit it. You should not be alive. Trade offer. Also out. Also out. Medic, please! Medic! Who did I hit? Medic. Dog. Dog! Dog! Oh, I missed every shot.
Tell us about a random Dino. Do it. Educate US.
Dang it. Oh my god. Got a random one. There's an ankylosaur in Antarctica called Antarctopelta, which just means, like, I believe, Antarctic shield. Pelta shield. I think Antarctic, I'm pretty sure that just means Antarctic, because, like, Australis is, like, south. It's south. That's, like, southern. But then there's also, like, other, whatever. Point is, there's an ankylosaur in Antarctica called Antarctopelta, and it's closely related to another ankylosaur called Stegoros, which has basically, instead of a club on its tail, an axe on its tail. And so now it's believed that Antarctopelta may have been similar in its tail shape functionality. They actually live in the snow. Antarctica was a lot further north. It was, like, still attached to Australia at the time, I believe. And also the climate in general was just a lot warmer, so it might have snowed. It probably did, but, like, it wasn't, like, an icy wasteland the way it is now. Where only the most hardcore of animals can survive, such as the humble penguin. I'm sorry, I had to laugh. It was too funny. It's too in character for the scout I'm role-playing right now. Whee! Dinosaur fighting game be cool. There's a couple of those. There's a Warpath, Jurassic Park. That's PS1. I know there's other ones. I can't think of their names right now. I think some of them are kind of bad. You do not need a medic all that badly. You don't. You just don't. What were you calling for a medic for when you clearly don't need one? That time you needed one. Could you emulate Warpath? Maybe. I mean, I know I could emulate it, but like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to play against anyone, but like, I'm also bad at fighting games in general, so maybe that's for the best. Emulate it legally. Listen, I bought it at a fucking swap meet years ago. It's gone now. I don't have it anymore because that was in storage when they took it all away from us, but I did purchase it at one point, so it would basically be as good as legal. I have to wonder, are there like competitive Warpath players? Like, is there a Warpath tier list I should know about? A Metroidvania where you play as a tadpole? That's stupid. No one would ever play that or come up with that. Oh, I was wondering. Like, that's ever good. Well, like... I don't exactly think it's gonna happen. Someone would still have to make that game. Oh. And I don't think that someone can be me. Unless I get a lot better at programming. Good job. You can see my base from here. Ah, the Natasha. Good. Damn, we haven't... Oh, man. Good old 5 CP. When it lasts, it fucking lasts. I was wondering, like, why my fucking KTR was just, like, so close to 1 and 1. It's just like, and then shit like that happens. Just like, oh, that's why. Texturing shot. All right, my war paints. I don't know if that's the same as like making textures for like the backgrounds of a game. I feel like that would be a lot harder. Man, that was a lot of people, and I was not ready for that. Like, especially if I'm doing it in a certain style. Like, hey, I feel I can do a decent job in TF2 style, but this game would not be in TF2 style. You got a fucking collateral. Nope. Ooh, shotgun pyro. Damn it. Like, that's Metro. I don't know anything about, like... Because it'd be like a 2D platformer, right? I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing making, like... Because it would have to be, like, a sort of sprite sheet then, right? I don't know how the fuck to make that. Oh. Oh, hi. The... Yes! Thank you, Mechanical Ruby. Get out of the fucking way! Oh my god, that should not have worked. I used the program in the past. I haven't. I tried using Godot. I think it's Godot. And, I was able to get my little tadpole guy to move around. I got him to move, I got him to jump. That's as far as I've gotten. I'm gonna get some pointers. I might appreciate that. If I do seriously plan on continuing this project, which I am very attached to it. Maybe I'll just pull a rehab and get you to do all the work for me. And I'll take all the credit. And then when everything goes horribly wrong, people will blame me for it, and people will be like, man, does Fish even know what he's doing? So I take all the credit, but I'm also the fall guy. What is with the random crits I'm getting, dude? Okay, we both look bad there. We both looked bad. Is it for the fun of it? I mean, I'd like to make money off of it if possible. Like, I don't know who makes a game and doesn't want to sell it for money. Except for people who just, like, make Flash games, I guess. But, I mean, it's not like I'm thinking or hoping, oh, man, this is gonna be, like, the next big thing. The next big indie game hit. Because, like, I have no delusions of grandeur about that sort of thing. Like, I think it's a fun idea. And, like, it is a game that I think I would like. Undertale, watch out. Here comes Frogvania.
The control point is being contested.
Yeah, I feel like I'd have to just, like, stretch my legs on something that's a lot easier and more manageable. Something that probably would end up being free. Before I go making something that's just like, okay, this is an actual game now. Oh my god, next for fucking Smash 6. The Frogania Frog. What is with the random crits I'm getting, dog? Like a mobile game? I feel like that would be like kind of... Like, at that point I'm making it for a different platform and I would want to... I'd want to stick with the same platform, you know what I mean? Oh. I'm doing a little flank. No, no, they see me. It's so over. I think it really needs to be memorized when it comes to code of the basic concepts such as functions, classes, etc. Documentation exists for a reason. Yeah, this guy's watching me.
Alert! The final control point is being contested. Alert!
Aha! You fool! My flank worked eventually. He's apologizing to his med like that was his fault. I should have anticipated the scout that was flanking for the past 2 minutes. That's why you're trying to use third-party code and assets. Bro, I have no issue with that whatsoever. Like, if the game works, it fucking works. Again, I have no delusions of grandeur. I am not a master programmer. I do not think I'm Yandere Dev, alright? Or rather, I am not the dev that Yandere Dev thinks he is. To be more accurate. How much will Frogvania cost? I don't know, probably cheap. I mean, it's an indie game. Like, what would you guys pay for an indie Metroidvania? Like, yeah, 10, 15 bucks? Depends on the length. I mean, like, ideally I would want it to be decently long, but, that is up to the whims of practicality. $20. Okay, so like top price $20. I'd probably price it like 15. I did that. I shot him like that. Crisp, reverby cave water sound effects. It's got to be smooth and cool. Hell yeah. Like, the map is probably the most important part of this whole thing that I've just kind of, like, glossed over. Like, oh, there's, like, the sort of comfy little hub starting area, and maybe there's, like, a sort of late game area that's, like, this cave full of fungus. Because as we all know, God, I love eating cave fungus. There's just levels. Well, it's just like I haven't really put much thought into. Like, again, I have to think of, like, underwater sections, above water sections, mix of both sections. Like, the hub area would be a mix of both, I think. It's just kind of like your basic sort of swamp. Yeah, design document. Like, can you guys tell that I've never actually made a video game before? Like, that this is all just some idea guy's garbage. Just based purely around a concept that I kind of like. Oh, sewer level. Okay, sewer level's easy. That's gotta have, like, an alligator boss or something. One fucking health. Games we're using as references? Probably just the classic Metroidvanias, like Symphony of the Night, stuff like that. Some TF2 references in this thing. One of the frogs that you can find as a collectible will be like the little TF2 frog that like Sketchek used as his profile picture. It'll be that one. Hey, we gotta have the obligatory desert level. You're right about that. Aha, I forced. Also, the Swiftwater snakes will be one of the bosses. Or no, the snake water snakes even. Not Swiftwater. That's a different water. Yeah, the snakes that are just eyes. Oh, hi, you're a sniper. Yeah, this is once again where we just talk about the vague ideas I have for my frog Metroidvania game that will never ever come out ever.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
I did that. I shot him. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't, motherfucker. No, you don't. Aw. Yeah, welcome to the Frog Cast.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
I mean, we did push through at the last second into their last, so... Let's not say this will end in a stalemate just yet. But it did. The Pond Cast! That's good, actually. That'll be the game dev diary. Zuko could be in the game. I thought that he could be like the vendor, like the merchant. And he's like an optional boss, so you have to go out of your way to fight. And he's like ridiculously hard, but if you beat him, then you'll get a discount. So a little bit like Charon and Hades. Or I don't know, the fucking Kecleon shops and Mystery Dungeon. Just the classic video game trope of the merchant is actually the strongest character of them all. Mizuku is in a salamander. He'll be on the land. He'll be on the land segment. And you can buy stuff from him with your frog bucks. That spy fucked me up so badly. Maybe he'll be the land vendor, and then there will be like a newt underwater. Oh yeah, or Spelunky. Damn. Hell yeah, pocket pistol. If it was like modern day or dino time. I feel like it would be nebulous, like modern-ish day, but I would also want there to be some dino boys. Just for the sake of variety. Hell yeah, pocket pistol. Oh yeah, my game will be so popular it'll inspire its own fucking creepypastas. The dark hidden secret of Frogania. Ah, damn. Some living fossil types of underwater creatures. Maybe Diplocaulus I kind of wanted to add in the form of like a weapon. Like, once you go onto land for the first time, then the vendor will be like, oh, hey, welcome to land. Or, like, once you got your arms, rather, then he'll be like, hey, nice, here's a little freebie. And then he gives you a Diplocalus skull that acts as, like, a boomerang. And that could be one of your weapons. Frog Marvin, he's a little red guy. Is he a tomato frog? Tomato frogs are good. Hi there. Ah. I mean, the random crit didn't matter. I was also thinking that, like, the final boss of the game might be a Coolasuchus. An Eastern boy. Interesting. Why Frogvania has the deepest lore of all 10 games the YouTuber ever played. And he's played Dark Souls. Well, he played a little bit of Dark Souls. He watched one of his friends play Dark Souls. What'd you walk into? I'm ideas guising about a game about a frog that I'll never make. But it's very fun to fantasize about, because maybe one day. Very nice. Back to flip up. Yeah, the lore's got to be super deep. I need to have an ARG with ridiculously deep lore, otherwise it's not an indie game. Ow. Plan stuff like a live-action movie and spin-outs before the game's even out. And then I'll make a release trailer that insults the fans of the game I want them to buy. Why not making a game for the sake of it being fun? I want it to be fun. That's like the whole thing is like, I think it could be a fun game. The reason I'm an ideas guy is because, like, the actual process of making the game is like, scary. Bro. Ah. You're right, it needs to be an Earthbound-inspired RPG about depression. Oh, come on, that's bull. That's right, you've abandoned your medic. This if I get fucking pegged by this mini sentry one more fucking time, I swear to God. The progress of the frog. Well, the more I talk about it on stream, the more I guess I actually have to make it a real thing, so. As soon as I'm not very busy working on Doom Eternal and also the Black Box video and also getting through all of my fucking streams from the past month and a half or so. This mini sentry, man. No, like, I know that I'm gonna need to start off with something way more basic before I jump into, like, frog game. Oh yeah, and the Avatar series. And, you know, whatever I'm gonna make next month that I have to do a sponsorship for. But once all that's out of the way, then I'm good to go. I need an unpaid intern. No, I need a slave. I need an indentured slave.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
I need someone who will do all of my work for me for no money.
Point is being contested.
So that I can sit back and look over at my plantation. You see, not like some Nintendo YouTubers out there who talk about game ideas and act like they know game creation better than game creators. I mean, I feel like I kind of do that sometimes. I feel like I can come across that way where it's just like, oh, the solutions are so simple and obvious. And I talk like Alan Rickman, because, you know, that's the thing I do all the time. Isn't that what Silver already... Listen. Listen. Shut up. Kind of.
We have lost the control point.
Oh, boy. Like, I don't try to be like, oh, I know better than game designers, but they're like... It's hard not to be like... I guess it's easy to point out problems in hindsight compared to, like, in the middle of the game design process. Like... I guess I don't want to be the kind of guy who's just like, oh, how did they not catch this during development? Because, like, development is hectic. There's problems in development. Good job. Don't need to agree to know that DRM is bad. Well, that's not even really what I'm talking about. Just like... Just like game design choices that... I don't know, maybe make it really easy to just break the fuck out of a game. Or maybe they make a game too frustrating or too easy or too hard or whatever. Just like, you know, game design problems that are really easy to figure out in hindsight. But when you're a game dev, then maybe you don't have the luxury of that sort of thing, especially if you're on some kind of budget or time restriction or something like that. Then it's like, oh, hey, maybe a problem did slip through the cracks, but it's just like, oh, they couldn't do anything about it. The best they could do is just get the functional game out there. Now, I don't see that as really an excuse for the very recent practice of just shipping a game basically broken and being like, oh, we'll patch it later. Because I think that leads to just, like, lazy, shitty practices. Or the worst case scenarios, outright scams. Which I feel like is more prevalent with indie games, just because it's just like, oh, hey, you kickstarted us. We didn't tell you what you were kickstarting. See you later. Bye. Thanks for funding Mesozoica, fuckers. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm backing up. Yeah, you might want to go with the demo. Go with the demo. Go with the demo. Okay, fine. Go with me. Go with me. Or don't. Fucking. Ugh! Oh yeah, quadruple A games now. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're quadruple A now. Cause we want you to spend more money on them. That's right. You run away, you fuckers. They have a lot of soldiers. Yeah, now that there's 4 A's instead of 3, the games get to cost 25% more. It's that simple. That's right, you're flashing. That means your Uber's about to wear off soon, Stinky. So is mine. Also, ow. This fucking mini sentry. I hate this engineer so much. No, we will not optimize our games. We gotta put funny details in, like animating the NPC's phones. I didn't know you were here, Yandere Dev. It doesn't matter that my game only runs at 15 FPS on most people's systems. Everyone else just has bad computers. It works perfectly fine on my system, so you guys just need to get good. Damn. That's my Yandere Dev impression. I hope it was good. Is that game still in development? That game will still be in development by the time I'm dead. Aww. Yeah, which will come out first, Frogania or Yandere Simulator? No. Oh, geez, there's too many people. There's way too many people there. Sell the game to the guys behind Goat Simulator and retire happily. No, you don't understand. This isn't about actually finishing the game. This has nothing to do with Yandere Simulator as a game or a concept or whatever. This is about proving that he is a real programmer who can actually do it. This is purely an ego thing. Like, it could be any shitty fucking game idea or whatever. It could be anything. It could be anything. But it has to be his. And his alone. This man is motivated by nothing but pure spite. Because a guy told him that his shitty fucking fighting game with his edgelord OC was poorly coded. Yeah, actual Walter White behavior. Yandere Dev be like, I did it for me. I liked it. I was bad at it. Oh yeah, that someone was one of the programmers behind Skullgirls. Yeah, the difference is Walter White was actually good at cooking meth. Yandere Dev. You can't really say he's cooking. Oh, random crits. Didn't Skullgirls get into trouble recently? Skullgirls, to my knowledge, got bought out by some larger company who was just like, ew, icky, this thing we bought is all problematic, and now we have to, like, change all of the art assets and just completely remove the art book, even though people bought it and paid for it. Now they can't access it anymore, some shit like that. Damn, panic attack. Like, especially when one of the big appeals of Skullgirls, to my understanding, is, like, the fan service element, and they just got rid of a lot of the fan service. This guy always has his Uber ready. I swear to fucking God. Every time I'm there, he just has his Uber ready. And even though he flashes the fuck out of basically everyone, I swear to God, it just lasts longer than whatever my medic has. Like, I don't know what our sniper is doing, but he really needs to be on top of their medic. Man, that was at least a meat shot. Come on! This fucking mini... I'm done, dude. I'm done dealing with this fucking mini sentry. I'm just tired of it. Oh, awesome. What are circles around you? I don't know what that is. Oh, I think it's Fat Homer Simpson. Well, fatter Homer Simpson. How many mods do I have installed for TF2? Like, none. I've got... Hang on, does this still work in casual? No, it doesn't. Yeah, that's the main thing with Skullgirls that pisses me off, is that, like, they took away content that people just, like, bought with their money. Like, I don't give a shit if that's problematic or whatever. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's theft. That's stealing. That's wrong. That's bad. That's badong. This guy's good. Ah, that demo was a better sniper than their sniper. Oh, I thought I had that. Oh, jeez. I'm having, like, multiple sniper duels at once, man. One of them is with a sniper, one of them is with a demo man.
But Fish, actually, according to the terms of service, the company is allowed to do whatever they want.
People legitimately argue that, like, oh, the terms of service means that the company is just allowed to break the fucking law now. They're genuinely the most stupid people on the planet. You will not find anyone dumber. Okay. Yeah, terms of service don't apply if you're in violation of the law. This lock and load guy is fucking scary, dude. Oh my god. I don't like this server. I'm leaving this one too. If you sign to get punched in the balls, it means it's legal to punch their balls. I mean, that sounds more like a waiver than anything. It's just like, you agree very plainly that you're gonna let us punch you in the balls. It's not like, oh hey, you're signing up for our streaming service, therefore, now we get to punch you in the balls. I mean, yeah, this is just that whole thing with, like, the fucking South Park episode with the human centipede shit. It's just like, oh, you bought the iPad. That means now we get to turn you into a human centipede. It's in the terms and conditions. It's just like, what? I didn't read those. It's like, wow, you didn't read those? Dude, everyone reads those. Yeah, everyone is, like, surprised that I think it was either Stan or Kyle. They didn't read the fucking terms of service when, like, buying an iPad. It's just like, oh yeah, now we get to turn you into a human centipede. Okay, it was Kyle. It's been a while, and sometimes I get them mixed up in my brain hole. Turn the game up. The game audio is fine. I'm not listen, I can see the waveforms just fine. Everything's fine. Bought some gum, and now the company gets to force you into blueberry inflation. Okay, listen, you brought that up on your own, all right? That's all I'm saying.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, Heavy, the med's death was more important. And besides, you missed your POW, haha. You got the Pootis. You missed the POW, haha. Rookie mistake. Oh yeah, wasn't there like another Willy Wonka like remake prequel sort of thing. Did anyone see that? Did anyone care? Yeah, now we have 3 Willy Wonka movies. There's the original good one, the one with Johnny Depp, and now this one. Oh, but don't you know that Roald Dahl didn't like the original? Don't care, it's the best one. Oh. Blah. Oh, right, the Wonka experience that had, like, the AI-generated images that was, like, false advertising. Yeah, like... It's so weird that, like, they invent the whole backstory for Willy Wonka and his dentist father, and it's just like, all the people are just like, oh yeah, this is the more faithful adaptation. It's just like, no! That is completely different! I mean, I'm not exactly gonna complain about Christopher Lee getting a role in anything. The more content we have of him, the better. I feel like anyone I look at just dies for a completely different reason, besides me shooting at them. I feel like a lot of people latch on to really superficial shit when it comes to, like, oh, this needs to be faithful to the original adaptation. You know what I mean? Like, the example I'll always go to for that is, like, in the Percy Jackson movies, everyone was just like, oh no, Annabeth's hair is the wrong color. And so they changed it in the sequel, and yet, like, everything about the story was completely butchered to the point where it's just like, oh, we literally can't make sequels anymore. We fucked up that badly. But Annabeth's hair is the right color. She's blonde now. That's what you wanted, right? Said the sinister monkey's paw. And then, of course, in the actual faithful adaptation with Rick Riordan on it, it's just like, oh, she's black now. She's a black girl. Remember all the bitching you did that she wasn't blonde? Ah. First her hair was the wrong color, now she's the wrong color. Yeah, wow. Oh my god, that's horrible. I'm leaving. Horrible roll. Jesus Christ. There's a workshop review tomorrow? Heck yeah. Now he can look at my new war paint and tell me how garbage it is to my face. Okay, I'm forced gender swapping or gender washing. I mean, like, if it's forced, then it's obviously bad. If you can do something fun with it, then it's like, yeah, sure, why not? Like in Spider-Verse, how they got the chick Dr. Octopus. She was fun, I liked her. Yeah, because it was like, it definitely didn't feel forced, partly because, like, the fact that she was a different gender was like, oh, that's a twist, because you would expect Dr. Octopus to be, like, a guy. And yeah, like, another Marvel example for race swaps, like, Nick Fury was white in the comics, but he's a black guy in the movies, and, like, hey, due in no small part to how much everyone loves Samuel L. Jackson, just as an actor. Everyone fucking loves him. Oh yeah, they got like a female penguin in the new Batman. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is. Oh my god. Like, I haven't seen that, so I have no knowledge of it. Like, I guess the real question is, what is the difference between doing something just kind of for the sake of it and making it forced? Like, where is the distinction lie? Also, this is also another role. These scouts are ridiculous. Here they come, moving as a fucking pack. Oh, good, the soda popper, so I literally just can't hit you now. The excuse is multiverse? I don't know, I feel like if that's all you're doing, that's not the most exciting thing for a multiverse. It's done because Batman has no good female villains. Does Catwoman not count? Does she not count as a villain? Or is she like sort of in between there? And if she doesn't count, or if she's sort of an in-between, then hey, write a story where she's just a villain. Yeah, what about Poison Ivy too? Harley Quinn. Hell, I'm not even like a huge superhero fan. I know these people. Female Scarecrow. She's just like, you fear commitment. No! No! What? Oh. Doctor, can I... Thank you. Oh, crap. Good gravy. Damn. I never ended up seeing the Birds of Prey movie because from what little I saw of Suicide Squad, I found Harley Quinn to be grating. Oh, I love your perfume. What's that? The stench of death? It's just like, ah, I wish it was. I wish it was. And like, people went fucking nuts over this character. People went ballistic for fucking annoying ass Harley Quinn, and now she's just like the definitive image of the character. Everyone's gotta look like this version of the character. It's like, why? Why? She's so annoying. Doody doody doo. Man. This really turned around. I'm starting to feel bad for Blue Team. Please, help me! Damn it. Oh yeah, there's AI chat summaries when you join the stream midstream. It's great. Yeah, I feel like Miles has mostly been well received, like, in his not comics adaptations. Mainly Spider-Verse. Mainly Spider-Verse. The Spider-Verse movies. That's like 90% it, and then the other 10% is just like, oh, the PlayStation games. No. Yeah, free message. Fuck yeah. No Megaton for me. I'm on a diet. I have to play the PlayStation games. How does Miles in them? I don't know. I don't play them either. I know that people like him in those games, and he has all of the exaggerated swagger of a black teenager. That's on the Miles isn't Spider-Man crowd. Like, I understand where they're coming from with that. Because it's like... It's confusing when you have him and Peter Parker walking around in basically the same universe being like, oh yeah, we're both Spider-Man. But one of us came first. And, you know... and did it all first. So it's just like, oh, well, shouldn't the second guy be like something different? You know, so just have his own thing. Oh, it's like, oh, this is a race thing, isn't it? No, no, not at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, he came along second. Just like, oh, you're saying I'm a second-class citizen? Is that what it is? Is it? And he just kind of back away slowly. Oh my god, he's dead. Yeah, like, I think that if Miles, like, it's not that just like, oh man, I'm super attached to the idea of Peter Parker as Spider-Man, right? Like, a name's a name's a name, but that's kind of the point, is just like, oh hey, I think if Miles had his own name that wasn't just Spider-Man, that would give him a lot more of an identity besides just being the Black Spider-Man. All of the snipers today are using the PP, and you're dead. Which is a good thing. It's good that you died. Oh my god! Can anyone stop this madness? Ah, someone can stop it. Al Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, Jessica Cruz. I mean, like, do any of those overlap? Like, I don't know much about DC or Green Lanterns. But, like, I was kind of under the impression that, like, oh, hey, only one of them could be Green Lantern at a time or something. And yeah, like, Green Lanterns are an organization. So, like, you would say you're one of the Green Lanterns. You're part of a larger whole. Oh, that's fucking dandy. You are one of many Green Lanterns. Like, again, I don't know enough about DC to be like, oh, hey, do any of these people overlap? Like, are Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart both being Green Lanterns at the same time, doing Green Lantern shit, like, together? Because if they are, then I feel like I'd extend the same criticism. Like, hey, who did it first? One of you guys got to be Green Lantern A and Green Lantern B if you guys are going to be, like, palling around. Like, I'm pretty sure even when they did the whole Jane Foster Thor thing, like, regular Thor was not in the game, right? Like, he wasn't around doing stuff. And so she picked up the mantle. Except for in Love and Thunder when they were both just Thor and she was Mighty Thor. Ow. No. Christian Bale called her Lady Thor. And then she got really grumpy and was just like, it's Mighty Thor. Now eat my hammer. Yeah. And then she died. And then she died at the end of that movie. It was great. Except she got to go to Valhalla. Where blue Green Lantern? There are blue lanterns. I think blue lanterns are like hope. I'm pretty sure there's a blue lantern who's like a corgi. I don't know if that's real or not. That might be a 4chan meme. Damn, I'm dead. Red Lantern who's a cat. Okay, I think I know about that one. I saw that one. Yeah, there's other colors. I mean, I know one of Green Lantern's like big enemies is Sinestro, and he's a yellow lantern. And their whole deal is like we create power from fear. Aww. Oh my gosh.
22 Burn Z donated $20. Worked a few extra hours this week. Thanks for making me laugh so much. It makes the nights a lot better, fish.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you for the $20 reduce. That is all greatly appreciated. Okay, we're good. Are there, like, prominent members of the other Lantern Corps that, like, get their own comics? Because, like... I don't know, how different is it to write a story based on a Green Lantern compared to, like, a blue one? You know what I mean? Is it just because there's not enough green heroes? I can understand that. Man, they fucking farmed. Comics barely sells as you want a niche hero. Okay, that's fair. But I feel like, you know, Green Lantern fans could get a kick out of that. Oh. Like, which is better for comic sales, do you think? Something that appeals to, like, an actual demographic that currently buys comics, or some random white lady bitching about just her family or whatever in the form of a comic book about superheroes. Oh. Lesbians in their 20s, take it or leave it. Oh, goody, he's back. We're on the top sport, nice. Come! Blue goop! Yeah, well, I would defend, but the freak is back, so... Not many people in rehab. Pretty sure I got this psycho band from Uncle Topia. Let's find out. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this isn't good. Ow. He got a 2-for-1 there. There's a comic where a lady rock alien lectures the Thing from Fantastic Four about his white privilege. Bro. There ain't no white left to privilege. He's all rock. He's all orange. Isn't Thing Jewish anyway? Uh-oh, we only got started on this conversation. Oh, the blue eye privilege. Because he gains the stealth buff of, like, stunning people whenever he makes eye contact with them. It's just like, "Bleh." Man, my schwoogities were like just off. I know why so many comic writers make self-inserts. Oh my god. I feel like a lot of them are meant to function as self-inserts for, you know, the reader. The reader wants to be Spider-Man. The reader doesn't want to read about some lesbian woman in her 20s who is Spider-Man. Oh my god, fuck off. Like, self-inserts are a tricky thing, because it's like, you obviously have to make them flawed characters, right? But, very few creators ever want to admit that they're flawed. Did he seriously? This fucking demo just runs up to the heavy who is trained on him with a minigun, hits him once, and it instantly decapitates him? Where was all of his health? Like, I think some of the best examples of author self-inserts are Rohan Kishibe. See, someone just mentioned it. Rohan Kishibe from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and also Ian Malcolm in Jurassic Park. Cause, like, they're assholes. They're massive assholes. Oh, sure, and you can do the thing where they're just, like, this little background character. Or, like, even literally a background character where they have, like, no lines or anything like that. I think Jonan Vasquez did that a couple times in Invader Zim. Rohan is only an asshole for the first episode he's in. He continues being an asshole to Josuke for, like, the rest of the series. He would literally rather die. He would rather die than be nice to Josuke. Like, he's nice to Koichi because literally everyone is nice to Koichi. I don't know why. I don't know why Koichi maxed out his charisma.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
He let his house burn down because of how much he hated Josuke.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, Rick's therapist in the Pickle Rick episode, who is just the self-insert for the writer of that episode, who also wrote She-Hulk. And her whole character is just like, oh hey, I have picked up on the subtle cues of your characterization, Rick from Rick and Morty. And I have determined that you actually have some pretty serious issues that I alone have identified. Koichi's just a nice kid. He earned the right of being nice. But everyone loves him, even people who are normally kind of assholes. Like, I feel like it's kind of hard to blame Josuke for not having a great first impression of Rohan when Rohan turned his friends into books and then insulted his hair as no one had ever done before. Oh, jeez. Ask Kira if he loves him. Kira fixed his sock. That was a nice thing to do. He didn't have to do that. Oh! Quickie bomb, 1 taps. Thank you. If Kira just didn't have autism about socks. If he didn't have the socktism. Perhaps he would have won. Man. If only literally anyone else was around.
Alert. Our control point is being captured. We have lost the control point.
Death. Okay, we're gonna fucking say, like... Oh, geez, hi. Doesn't Kira canonically have OCD? OCD, socktism, same old, same old.
Alert. The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point.
Whoa, jeez. This guy's got hops and jukes and bounces and stounces. Oh, I fed. That at least that was my fault. At least that was my fault. I feel like these demos like to come in from the sewers, so... What if I just plant a little surprise down there? Ah. Hmm. Alright. Goodness gracious. That's right, run from my rollers. Fear me. Watched Twisters last week, and one of the scientists was very clearly laid out as, I'm in it for the science and money, not the people. And then the tornado ate him, and everyone clapped. Oh, your Girardi disappeared into the ground. Quick fix, use it, use it, use it. It had to be the quick fix. It had to be the quick fix. Man. Jesus Christ. He got ditched and mud tossed. He got ditched and mud tossed onto him. Unlike Carrioles and Twister, who died in a fiery explosion due to hubris. Man, at least do the corny thing where the tornado eats him. Have him say something like, this Twister is gonna make me $1 billion! And then he turns around and he's just like, ah! As he's like against the green screen with the tornado in the background. You can see that. You can see that in your head right now. This movie, the scene in the movie isn't real, but you can see it in your head right now. Peak voice acting. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hello, Mr. Weapons Guy. Good job. And see, the evil man who gets eaten by the Twister needs to be an obvious allegory for Donald Trump and or other right-wing political figure. Because it was really good when Doctor Who did it in the episode with the spiders. When the Donald Trump man owns the hotel, and the doctor is just like, what we need to do is we need to starve all the spiders to death because that is more humane than euthanizing them with a gun. Evil Donald Trump man shoots a giant spider that is suffocating on its own organs because it's gotten way too big, and the square cube law is a thing. Jesus. And so evil Donald Trump man shoots it with a gun and puts it out of its misery, and that makes him an evil bad guy because he used a gun. He shouldn't have used a gun. Guns are bad. That's the lesson of this episode. Guns are bad, and don't be Donald Trump. Words to buy. Why is British television going after American politicians? You have to understand that in like 2016, when this episode was probably written, you gotta understand, everyone in the entire world went a little bit crazy. Everyone acted like the American presidential election was the single most important thing to ever happen in the history of the world. As it turned out, it wasn't all that important. Oh, hi. Went like... Okay, some people stayed crazy. Some people stayed crazy. I feel like a lot of people have gotten over it since then. Oh. Saw a screenshot from the new Tomb Raider show where a chick with shaved hair tells Lara to return the shit she has because of white privilege. See, why can't you just have it be like... Like, oh, she finds these artifacts and gives them to the... Like, the proper country's museum of... I don't know, anthropology or whatever. It's just like... Aha, I found the artifact. Here you go. Not just like, oh, I'm gonna keep this for myself in my special museum.
Mission begins in 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like, no, instead of just, like, doing the natural thing where it's just like, oh, the character is good, we need them to learn a lesson about, I don't know, privilege and shit, because that is the topic of the day. Not to say I have an issue with characters learning lessons or starting off in the wrong, but like, fuck, dog. I feel like that's an example where you can kind of just have the character start off as being in the right. Episodic adventure Indiana Jones type shit. Like, yeah, you can get away with that. Ow. Like, I feel like the more episodic a series is, the less it's necessary for characters to, like, have to learn lessons. You can focus more on, like, the fun and the adventure and shit. You know? Unless you actually have no interest in that whatsoever and you just want to, like, preach to people about your particular message of the day. She shot a dinosaur in the face. You're right. She shouldn't have shot that dinosaur in the face. She should have let it starve to death. Forced to eat its own brothers and sisters to survive. Before eventually succumbing to the horrors of starvation. That's what Lara Croft should have done. Then she could have been a hero like the Doctor in Doctor Who. Like, there's an easy way to do this lesson without it being cringe. Have it be in, like, the first episode. Like, Laura's just like, oh, hey, nice, I got the artifact. I'm gonna take this home now. And then all the people are just like, oh, hey, you know, that's ours. That's important to our nation and our culture. And she kind of looks down and it's just like, here you go. This is your artifact. You don't need no lesson about white fucking privilege. She just does the right thing because it's the right thing to do. That's not cringe. It's not cringe to do the right thing. Hear about the Acolyte? Yeah, it got canceled. Fuck yeah. Thank God. Now that shit's cringe. That is a show where the lesson is actually, oh, doing the right thing was really, really cringe. The Jedi who did literally nothing wrong, they were the bad guys. You would just burn a dancing man. Jorts. For shame. No, it is so fucking... It's so Reddit. Like, I try not to use that if I can help it as, like, just a general sort of insult. But, like, dude, the writing is so fucking Reddit. Whoa, dude. What if the Jedi were like the bad guys? They were the bad guys all along, and they were like my parents who didn't like me being gay and going to... they made me go to church. Acolyte just Jedi good. No, it's Jedi bad. Because you see, there's a coven of lesbian space witches. I know I already have you gripped. I have you on the edge of your fucking seat right now with the plot of this amazing show. There's a coven of lesbian space witches who have used their lesbian space witch magic to create these twin girls through the power of their lesbian space witch version of the Force. And the Jedi come to this planet and they're like, oh hey, this is some spooky dooky witch shit, huh? Well, tell you what, we're going to politely ask these young ladies if they would like to join us and become Jedi. And then the lesbian space witches possess one of the Jedi with mind control space witch magic. And they're just like, yeah, all right, we'll think about it. Come back later. And the Jedi are just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Alright. We're cool. We're cool, right? We're cool. You're not gonna do that again? I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that again. And so the twin girls are just like, hey, what do you think about this whole Jedi thing? And then the obviously evil one is just like, I think that the Jedi are fucking sucky. I think they stink. I think they are stinky. And the obviously good one is just like, I don't know. I think I might give them a chance. I might join them. And the Jedi come back to make their decision. And the lesbian space witches are casting a giant evil spell. She turns into a scary smoke monster right in front of the Jedi and starts dissolving one of the two little girls into lesbian space witch smoke dust. And so the Jedi guy is like, fuck, what the shit is going on? And so he stabs her. Which in most of these shitty Disney Star Wars shows wouldn't actually even do anything and should be fine in the next episode. But in this instance, it instantly kills her. And she's just like, oh no, we were gonna do the nice thing and let her join the Jedi. And then the evil child sets the entire temple on fire. The space witches cast an evil spell that possesses the Wookiee Jedi and makes him try to kill all of his friends with mind control space witch magic. And so they kill all of the space witches and apparently decide to keep this a secret from the little girls and also the Jedi. Even though I feel like it would have been really easy to explain, oh yeah, they were casting some fucky space witch magic that was dissolving one of the little girls into ash. So yeah. The Jedi were in the right. And apparently they're so broken up about this years later that upon being prompted to by the evil twin daughter now that she's grown up, the guy who got possessed in the first place just straight up fucking kills himself with, like, space poison. Oh. What is a coherent plot? Aren't Jedi immune to mind control? Not space witch mind control, apparently. Because there's a distinction. Like, it reminds me of the scene in Scary Movie 3. Where the aliens come up behind all the people and they start strangling them. They just start like... They start like choking them out. And it's just like, wait a minute, we come in peace. That is just how we say hello. It's just like, oh, turning into a horrible smoke monster is just how you're saying, we're gonna let these girls go and join your organization. Why didn't you say so? If you think that's strange, you should see how we pee. Just pees out of his little fucking finger. I guess we're not so different after all. Ow. They have no frame of reference for this. They're incredibly hostile. They've already mind-controlled one of your guys. And basically threatened to kill him. And now you're not only turning into a scary smoke demon monster, but you are also dissolving the little girl into ash. I'd do the same thing.
Modern Disney writing at its finest.
Yes. It's so bad. Oh, you're right. It's like a bad analogy for cops. Because you see, when I turn into a scary smoke monster in front of the cops and start turning a little girl into smoke. So when I reach into my wallet really fucking fast while I have a fucking knife held to a little girl's throat, the cop is in no position to shoot me. He's wrong for doing that. He's wrong. Guys, the lesson that we all need to learn today is that it is wrong to be a police officer. We as a society need to allow lesbian space witches to dissolve children in ash. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. But why did they cancel this show? Was it just because the lead is a black lady? I don't know. Funny thing was that Lesbo one was telling Osha that her wanting to join the Jedi was a fake. Oh man, imagine saying that about other things. Are you sure the Jedi are the ones who are supposed to represent? Oh man. Well, I guess she was right. She grew out of it. The instant a guy showed up and was just like, hey, the Sith exist. She's just like, oh, the Sith exist. Oh, okay. I see where you're coming from. You know, maybe all of my innocent friends did deserve to die by your hand because you slaughtered them like animals. Maybe they all deserved to die horribly. They deserve to die. Oh. I see now. Now I will become the evil. Well, that wasn't the best time to crit, but, you know. We did aight. I really thought I'd get that medic, but, you know. Oh, you're so hurt. You're so hurt. He's so... How does he live? How does he live? I'm gonna die. Yeah, extinction, fuck yeah. Imagine thinking that making an allegory for minorities where the minorities are actually super dangerous is a good idea. Bro, X-Men are... Listen, I get that, like, in terms of... In terms of the allegory, right? Like, X-Men are meant to represent minorities. Holy fuck, dude. Practically? No. Normies are in the right. Mutants are scary. Like, hey, sometimes you could just be a benevolent force for utter good. Sometimes you could just be a fucking walking nuke. Sometimes you kill literally everything you touch. Sometimes you get to make clouds. Clouds? 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 Are you real? Yeah, you're real. Damn, thought I had him there. Like, it's hard for the X-Men to be an allegory for, like, you know, oppressed minorities when it's just like, listen, a gay person has not yet learned how to nuke my entire town just by thinking about it hard enough. So, like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'd look upon one of those more favorably. I feel like maybe that's the point, is just like, damn. You know, at least we just have gay people. We could have muties. Damn. X-Men are an allegory for the most oppressed group of all. Gamers. It's true. Like the kid who nuked an entire town, that was just his gamer stank. His gamer musk. Ow. Aww. Woo. Oh, that made me sad on multiple levels. Study that found that leftists value strangers more than they value their family and friends. I could believe that. Especially the right strangers. If they're the wrong strangers, then they need to be executed. Got him. Take that, beans. Listen, all I'm saying is if you're the wrong kind of person, because of factors completely outside of your control, like your gender or your skin color, you just need to die. You just need to die for the betterment of us as a society. Quick, which ideology am I pushing? Which one is it? The one you don't like. That's the correct answer. That's the right answer. The Panda Dino Boss from Transformers. I never really watched Transformers. I wasn't really into it. Are they like the Dinobonoids? Full-on friendship? Ow. Heal yourself. Oh. Ah. Oh, and they have fucking bats. Yeah, I didn't have the Transformers-tism as a kid.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
The Equalists from Korra. I remember them more than the show does. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh, hi. Damn. Pokemon, Ben 10, and WWE mainly. Fair enough. They're guns and Korra. No. What? That's a complicated answer. Because you see, there's a giant spirit cannon that shoots spirit nukes. Because of the vines left behind after Korra left the spirit portals open at the end of Season 2, which she did for literally no reason at all. Despite all evidence to the contrary that leaving the spirit portals open is actually a really bad and stupid idea, and turns out to have zero benefits whatsoever outside of having new airbenders.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know there's some thing in like an Avatar tabletop game where there is a character who uses like a sort of gun, but it's like a super old school gun, like one of those ancient Chinese guns that's literally just a stick of bamboo filled with gunpowder sort of things. So, like, that is an option if you're a non-bender, but, like, the technology hasn't really progressed beyond that point, which makes me wonder how the fuck the giant spirit cannon has rifling. I guess they just figured that out independently of inventing fucking guns, but whatever. Uh-oh. Industrial Revolution like time period. It's like it's like 1920s kind of ish, except when it doesn't feel like it. It is 1920s except for when it wants to be further in the past or further in the future. Do you want it to be like, I don't know, radios and the birth of the motion picture? Sure, that's our setting. Do you want it to be Gundams? Do you want Gundams? Sure. That fits in the 1920s, right? I remember the baby was ugly and the music when entering the city was kind of cool. Republic City does not stay cool for long. It gets old fast. The music is good, though. The music in Korra, like, generally stays good throughout. Even in really stupid scenes. Like where the giant kite monster fuses with the first avatar. That scene's got good music. Oh yeah, there's cars. Yeah, there's cars and radios and shit. Damn, they're kind of crushing us. Why do they think cars and earthbenders exist? See, you would think, right? You would think that the setting would evolve with, you know, the concept of the magic system instead of just becoming more like our world, which is the most boring possible direction. I love soldiers who just, like, rocket jump towards the backlines and absolutely refuse to engage in any fight whatsoever. Oh, the fucking roller didn't even get him. At least someone got him. Classic Pulp Fiction in the 30s and 40s, even they had giant robots. That's fiction, though. Avatar is real. Well, at least he attempted to engage. They had airships and airplanes. So that means those airships are probably going to be on the way out soon. Well, I mean, they had airships in Avatar. Oh, Jesus. Like, making a giant robot out of specifically a metal that cannot be bent. I cannot emphasize this enough. It is a metal that cannot be bent, even by metal benders. Just seems so fucking far removed from just the setting of Avatar that it's like, why would you make it like this? Why was this the idea that you had for, like, the future of your setting, where it just becomes more like our world, except there's also just this random Gundam? Yes, the giant fucking robot, the giant Gundam, is made out of pure platinum. Betting could afford some diverging advancements in tech. I mean, like, it's not that that isn't the case. It's that nothing in Korra supports that. it is just stuff that is already in our world. That has nothing to do with bending. Like, everything in the original series was based around bending, because it's like, it's the main magic system of the show, and having the setting revolve around that makes a bit of sense. Like, I think if you did have, like, technology that was, you know, more industrialized, but ended up supporting the bending and the setting, then sure, go for that. That's what they should have done. But instead, it's just like, they took the most boring route possible, which is just, oh, it is regular 1920s New York, except some people can bend. How does this affect the setting? The people who bend form gangs sometimes. Most of the time, though, it's basically just the same. Whether or not you're a bender has pretty much no impact on your role in society, unless you... except for the one scene, the one, like, 30-second scene where the lightning benders are, like, being used for their energy, for like, an energy plant. That is, like, the one scene, and it is a scene that ruins the concept of lightning bending. You will have to forgive me if I do not believe that angsty teenager Mako has complete peace of mind in order to control lightning. Oh, nuclear power core? That's the same thing. That's the same thing as just making it more like our world in a way that has nothing to do with bending. You have to be creative. Yeah, lightning benders are a battery. This used to be like this ridiculously rare, incredibly hard to perfect, like, skill that only a select few firebenders could accomplish. And now it is so fucking pedestrian that Mako can't even make good money off of it as, like, a side gig. Like, he's still poor while doing this. That's the craziest part. Is that, like, this isn't even something that's really that in demand. Otherwise, he'd be fucking loaded for being able to lightning bend. And, like, that, none of that is explicitly stated by the show, but the fact that you show this... The fact that you show this, and the fact that you show that Mako can do this, but he's still poor... Like, that has major implications on just how common lightning bending is. Even though I think just as many, if not fewer people end up lightning bending in Korra, aside from those nameless, faceless goobers, than they do in Avatar. Like, just as many named characters end up doing it, I think. Yeah, Fal, you're not convincing me. Avatar was well written. That doesn't give Korra an excuse to not be well written. I don't give a shit that it is a show that children watch. And people act like a more industrial society or whatever just means like, oh, it's only natural. That, like, it's a natural conclusion that certain rare forms of bending would become more common as a result. No. If anything, like, a more industrialized society would mean, like, less focus on benders. Like, there would be, I would argue, less reason to cultivate this martial arts practice, which, hey, guess what, is basically what ends up happening in Korra, and is even, like, a theme of Korra's character, which is just, like, this extends even to the Avatar, where the Avatar is no longer needed in society. But that's only because the setting goes and makes her seem like an outdated concept. Yeah, Fal, you're not convincing me. I'm sorry. You're not convincing me of this. You're just not. Take it somewhere else. I really just am not going to listen to you. Man. Yeah, later seasons of Korra were put into a death slot, and, like, I think the later half of Season 3, if I'm not mistaken, and then all of Season 4, those were online only. You had to go on Nick.com just to watch those. Of course, nowadays, that would be on some streaming service, but blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the show about the genocide was written for preschoolers. It's just like Dora the Explorer. It's the same thing. There's no difference whatsoever. Well, that was a stream that we had today. We certainly shot some people with guns and talked about things. I'm tired. Do you know how to say genocide in Spanish? Yeah, good stream was had by all. I'm pooped. I'm also very sweaty. I can't tell if my phone was right and that it was like, I don't know, 96 degrees today, or if my computer was right and it was like 99 degrees today. My computer right now says it's 97. I want to believe that. Also, was it? Did I miss a trade offer? I might have missed a trade offer. Yes, I did. It was a bunch of crates. And he canceled it. Fair enough. I understand. Okay, I'm gonna eat something and then pass out and then... Oh god, I got so much work to do. I have so much fucking work to do. Okay. Goodbye.